Дівчата, це сам Evan Marc Katz. І він коуч для жінок. Не простий коуч, а коуч, який допомагає жінкам знайти те саме, яке розкриває її бачення того щасливого чоловіка, який стане її чоловіком. I was speaking Ukrainian because I want to introduce you in the native language, but even coaches in English, of course. He lives here in America, and he has the best practice of finding the right stuff that a person hears and starts changing their lives.
I'm a dating coach for smart, successful women who have everything but a partner.
Yes, and tell us more. What's the reason why women are successful, accomplished, very beautiful, amazingly productive, and stay single?
There's really complex reasons. I think women who are successful have higher standards. If you have higher standards, there's going to be a smaller dating pool. If there's a smaller dating pool, inherently it's going to take you longer to find someone than someone who has lower standards. There's also the idea that sometimes people who are really successful put a lot of time and energy into their work, might spend a little less time on their personal life, and sort of think that because they're a catch, they're gonna naturally find someone. It's hard to find someone when you're working 55 hours a week, even if you're a good catch. And then there's just the human blind spots that people have about what the opposite sex wants. And what you want and what the opposite sex wants aren't always exactly the same thing.
What I'm observing, when such a lady is coming to me, she's got a schedule for everything. The morning she has a workout, then every minute is planned.
Right.
And then she's coming to a matchmaker. I'm saying, okay, I'll set you up. Like when? And she says, 7 weeks from today. It's like,
Right.
what's this? Is this a denial? Is this business? Is this like...
I think people who are really successful and busy have built up a rich, full, independent life, and they've filled their ledger with things to do that bring meaning or money or purpose. And the hard part is if you want to have a relationship, the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. And so no quality man wants to be someone that you're fitting into a slot once every 6 weeks. Even if that's what works for you, a person of value and worth is going to want more of you. The same way that a lot of women want successful men. And if those men are too busy, you'll feel neglected. So there's no gender rules around this. I think a lot of people who have acquired everything just want to acquire this one last piece, but don't necessarily have room in their life to accommodate it. Until you make room, it doesn't exist. So I'll always tell people say, oh, when I meet the right person, I'll make time.
Exactly.
It's actually backwards. I will make time to meet the right person.
So what's the way out? Because they are walking in circles. And our task, you as a coach, me as a matchmaker, to kick them slightly and gently so they start going on a spiral. So what's that, where's that, like how to find time, what she should do?
I mean,
Listen, girls, listen. No.
Most people I know, most women I work with have a series of practices. They might have a yoga practice or a meditation practice or a morning routine or a skincare routine or a nighttime routine or a workout routine. I just named like 5 or 6 things that it might take you a half hour to do. Mm-hmm. Do you have a dating practice? Because if you don't have a dating practice, it'd be hard to date. It would be hard to be good at something that you don't do.
So schedule the dating practice. Just put it on your calendar.
It's a half hour a day of going online and talking to 7 to 10 guys. And if one of them is a good guy, he takes you out to dinner on Friday night. And if you go on 1 date a week for the next year, you're going to find someone you like. That's pretty standard. If you can't make a half hour a day to talk to guys because it's less important than your Netflix or your podcast or your skincare routines, then you'll have a great Netflix podcast skincare program.
But in your practice, maybe now I'm getting deeper into psychology, but women, what's the biggest problem with these women? Because they accomplish, they think money's a lot, they think achievement's a lot, but they are running away from something.
I'm not gonna play psychologist, and I'm not going to assume anything is wrong with anybody. I think good qualities come with bad qualities. And this is anybody. We'll remove women from this. If you've
Yes.
ever met a man who is really intelligent, certainly Russian Ukrainian women are really attracted to intelligence. What's the problem with some intelligent men? They're arrogant, they're condescending, they're dismissive of your opinion, right? They're sometimes socially awkward because they're so in their head, don't do well with other people. Boy, are they brilliant. And we could do the same thing with successful. What do we know about wildly successful men? Well, maybe they're workaholics. Maybe they travel a lot. Maybe they're somewhat unethical, and that's why they've climbed the corporate ladder. Maybe they think that you're kind of like his employee, and as long as he buys you stuff, he doesn't have to actually listen to you because he's in charge. They're acquisitional. Maybe they get you as a girlfriend, but then they put you to the side and you're not a top priority. This comes with a certain kind of guy. So we always think we can get good qualities without any of the bad qualities, and that's not how it works. If these are stories about men, wouldn't it stand to reason that there's some stories about women that you have these great qualities, and on the flip side, some of those qualities aren't as good.
But people want an ideal holy grail, unicorn, you name it, and nobody's like, I just want an ideal person, right?
Oh, everybody wants an ideal person. The problem is an ideal person doesn't exist. So then you say, what can I and what can I not compromise on? And most people have a hard time understanding what they should and shouldn't compromise on.
The first thing is actually listening to advice and being open to change. That's the step one, right?
Yeah, and a lot of people don't think that they're at the root of why they're single. I mean, it's far easier to blame your city or the opposite sex or the dating app for why you're single. It's not to say that those things are untrue. It's just a piece of the puzzle. Wherever you go, there you are. And so then what are you going to do? What's within your capacities? So if you made the metaphor of people who are sort of driving around in circles, my job is to basically be their GPS to help guide them to make better choices. Your job is to make introductions, but I try to install a GPS so they can trust their own judgment.
Oh, so what I'm saying is now women that are watching this video, maybe this is the first time you see Evan Marc Katz, and he is brilliant. He's an absolute superstar when it comes to giving smart advice to successful women. First, listen to the videos and see if you connect. Listen to Mark's podcasts and stuff. Then, I know Mark and I have his number. And I can introduce you to each other. And you can work individually with this high-profile coach who can find the pieces of puzzle faster versus to watching and listening for hours and days.
A lot of people spend years on therapy, hours on YouTube and Instagram and podcasts, and their love life doesn't change. You fill your head with a lot of ideas.
Yes.
You can't think your way out of a problem. You can only act your way out of a problem, which is why any dating advice that doesn't involve dating is not really going to get you very far.
So, here's the hero. There you are. If you want a faster change in your life, if you want the happily ever after happen to you this year, Evan Marc Katz is there for you if you have enough confidence to talk to me and introduce you to each other.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have fun. Thank you very much. Aww, see? He's great. Thank you.
Thank you.